Good evening, everyone. Of course, good evening once again, yes, and welcome to We Culture. It is the 29th day of September 2023, yes, indeed, and it is the final We Culture for the month of September. And of course, tonight promises to be a very exciting one. And so, we're going to have a lot of fun this evening. We definitely will make a very special effort to engage you very, very, very early, probably from the start, to get your thoughts and so on and so forth. Tonight, we're talking, we have no specific topic, but we're dealing with issues. Now, there's been a number of things happening, a number of issues trending in Grenada. And we'll be talking about them. Because all of this kind of talk and all of this kind of thing, in some way or the other, it reflects us as a people, our culture, the way we live, the way we talk, the thing we do, the way we think, all of that. So tonight we're talking issues. So we welcome all our viewers on GBN Television, our friends on Facebook page, YouTube channel, and of course you, our listeners on K105 FM. It is a pleasure to have you as always. So we're going to welcome the team. All but one is here. He take over Reece work, he get jealous. Fella is a kind of jealous fella. Always, anything somebody do, he want to do it too. Talking about scholar, you understand? He used to come early. Now, just because Reece used to come late, he find Reece getting plenty props for coming late. So he said he want props too. Cause he's so king and crown, not enough for him. He want to receive a little bit of props, so he started to come late. Anyway. Well, I thought Reece, we can go with the queen first tonight because we have to welcome Doc. I find the background looking different, so I think we got to welcome him first. Doc, good evening.
Notice that he's signing on a phone, so he know they're home. He know they're home.
Doc, you're at home?
I tried to get this thing working good. I ain't getting it good. You
no, you mean he working? Yeah, hearing you very. I've never heard you clearer than that. Whatever you have, he working.
Yeah. You see me? You understand me clearly?
Well, we see you real good, man. We see you with we eyes, we mouth, and we ears, everything.
I tried to get this working anyway.
It's working, man.
One minute. Yes, so just good night to all the listeners. Hey, Reece, long time no see. You hiding from me? That's not nice.
Well, what kind of impression you giving as if me and you don't live in the same house? What is that one? What is that one?
Or you just in different room then?
I don't understand what's going on.
Tell them a couple of hours is too much, no? You know?
Or
I thought
a couple of hours is a long time, so.
What
anyway.
should we blush? What should we blush?
Of course. So how things, man? How things?
Just for that, I'm moistening the lips.
Yeah?
Oh, top. So tonight I'm on my phone because I'm trying. I don't know, for some reason I cannot get you on the on my computer. So I'm on the phone. I will try you when we get a break to see if I can switch.
It's going to work all right. We're hearing you quite clear, and your video is excellent. So we working.
Right.
We working. So what?
There are a lot of issues. There are a lot of things that we taking place right now. Yes, and hopefully that we can address some of them. I don't know how much we are going to achieve tonight, but I know when we start like that, usually it's hard to complete to switch to our next stop, because we usually find the first one we start and it's extremely engaging.
Well, of course.
But, my pet one is actually is basically the whole idea of the October 19th. So I say welcome. So maybe we should let Reece say a welcome and good night to all the listeners, and then we'll start from there.
Definitely so.
Right. There's something about y'all, I don't know if it's the for want of a better word, the rudeness. And that is probably doesn't apply to Doc, because Doc always try to go make the extra effort of welcoming, saying good night, doing things proper. But you see, these two bad influence, Scholar and Godfrey, they don't just have me starting this conversation, laughing, talking, saying all kind of wrong thing before, I welcome people, and wish people a good show and all of that. From next week, it's going to stop. I am not going to be fueled like that. I'm not going to be led like that. They have this thing where they just lead me. That done. You see October? You see that rebellious month of October? It's done from October. So come next week, it's not happening. So good night to all the folks who have joined us on social media, on radio, television, YouTube. Welcome. We didn't have a show last Friday because of the cricket, the CPL finals, but tonight we're all gamed for, talking about what's happening in Grenada. Entertaining you, of course, and we must say entertain, because every time you meet people on the street, the first thing they do is what? They start
to laugh before they talk,
That's right. Before they tell you anything.
They started to laugh.
You're feeling like, maybe you have something wrong on you. What's wrong on you? Because they start to laugh at first. And so we do know that while we provide a level of education, information, and all of that, people are always entertained at the same time. So down to today, you have me crack, I just can't miss this show, whatever, and you kind of get a picture of where they just be when they're happening. Is either they're on their bed, they're on the couch, wherever they are, it's a very relaxed position and their eyes are glued to the TV. So all of you guys who help make We Culture what it is, I just want to say welcome and let us have a bumper time.
Reece, I Godfrey, let me just interject here. I don't know for Reece, but so many people meet me and say, but how is Reece? How she's doing? She baking?
Well, there has been more. Yes, I was getting messages, We probably need to have a public, vow renewal or, something like that where they can be part of it, because it seems like they're not satisfied. Like, they're always asking. So maybe we need to do something public. Hey, Godfrey, leader free?
Proper thing, man.
But we always say that number.
Now we got to do it. Listen, hold on. Hurry, are you saying anything? Hurry, but does
it makes no sense to listen to us every time we plan in one day we go do something big, something in the open, invite public. Yeah.
We're saving that for 50th anniversary. Everything is 50th right now,
That's a good idea. But what do you say again? Hurry, but does make what nest?
I don't remember.
Hurry, but doesn't make goodness.
Yeah, but that's what you plan to be. What about if you plan to be like that? You would never have a nest.
Yeah? Yeah, but that'll stay underground,
But that'll stay underground?
Yeah, but that'll be underground. You know that?
I think there'll still be like kind of nest under there. There's nestle.
There's nestle?
Yes.
I find it's only go off, but that doesn't live underground. No, serious, only bird in go. I pass and go over here and see bird coming out in hole. You see, you know that? You know that? And you know that? She know that, She just don't want to admit, and she trying to be. No, come, be yourself. You know that.
I'm not taking bait. Not taking bait. What you want? One for the road?
You're taking bait.
You want one for the road? It's the last Friday before October.
Where's him in church? What happened to him?
Who is that?
The fella that no man. Why you say where? It's what you're talking.
Listen. I don't break it up.
Dog, what? So she talking to you?
Why you do me there? You see why you do me there?
What?
Why you do me there?
What?
You push your little thing and you make me talk. You make me be the one that call him.
Well,
call him.
So hold on. Right? So what name
so when he come now, you will tell him Reece say.
I go tell him not talking to him, man.
Yes. You go tell him Reece say he's one for the road.
According to the talk. According to the talk, we don't do it. We don't do it. We don't do it. He get out to watch, man. Now it's 25 past 8 and he can't reach it. You understand? Almost, yeah. And
wait, what is brought to happen?
Well, I find so. I think that's what he's trying to do. Well, we haven't gotten any indication yet, but nevertheless, as I said earlier, folks, we're talking about issues. And Doc declared he had early. You want to talk about October 19th? Well, all I have to say about that, finally, we get the rightful holiday, October 19th, because that is freedom day. That is when Grenada was actually freed. So that holiday was long in coming. That is freedom day, October 19th, Thanksgiving day, as far as I'm concerned.
So you just put a different spin on it.
No, that is my. I have always said so, you know. My contention has always been that October 19th should be the public holiday because in my opinion, me, Godfrey Augustine opinion, October 19th was when Grenada was actually freed. And it's that.
I want to ask you, what events, what specific events on October 19th that have you heralding it as freedom?
That's a good question.
What specific event?
The system
go ahead.
The system that created all the problems for us in Grenada ended.
It was not ended on the 19th of October.
Well, that's according to you. That's not according to me.
Not on October the 19th. It was not ended on October 19th.
No,
see, I would tell you, my slight spin on October the 19th is in our modern history, and over maybe for the last 100 years or thereabout, there has never been such a catastrophic event. Not just in Grenada now. Surely Windward, I don't want to go beyond, so I don't know, but within the Windward or the OECS, where you have such a major attack on the psyche of a nation. And so October the 19th to me didn't settle anything because in a sense, what you're probably saying, Godfrey, is that those that executed Maurice, they were fighting for freedom against that very system.
No, I am not saying. I'm not saying that. In fact, I am saying that even. Hold on. I didn't say they were free. No, I said Grenada was free. In fact, if you ask me, but hold on, man. As far as I'm concerned, those that killed Bishop, they even know what they do for us in Grenada. You know, they didn't even realize they liberated us. You know. Because they too were all parts of the oppression and the suppression of Grenada, you know. But let me hold it there because they say they're ready for us. When we come back, we go talk more and I see the fella sign. I think I see the fella signing. So we take a break, folks, and I'll be back in a moment. A little more Shango.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pitamatic Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building. Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Friday, September 29th, 2023. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Kanife Edwards from Morrisseau & Company Limited, Accountants and Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accounting manner, with the game balls with industry standards and in the way stamped with. At this time, show your tickets at hand. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. This evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number is 3, second number. Second number is 6, third and final number. Final number is 5. Okay, let's recount those numbers. Numbers on the screen. Check your tickets. First number is 3. The second is 6. Third and final is 5. So that's 3, 6, and 5. Congratulations, all winners. For Daily Pick 3 tickets drawn midday, we had a total prize payout of $32,130 with a total of 139 winners. And of course, congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in next, we got to play with multi-X draw. We'll see you soon.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Fluid Multi-X Evening Draw for today, Friday, September 29th, 2023. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Kanife Edwards from Morrisseau & Company Limited, Accountants and Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accounting manner, with the game balls with industry standards and in no way stamped with. Let's play Playway, value your dreams, and win your way. Good luck. Check your tickets in the meantime. Your winning player number is 11. Let's recap the number 1111. 11 represents dream symbol snake. Congratulations, all winners. It's now time for the multi-X draw. Remind you of the ongoing promotion with the 2X ball drop that goes from now until October 20th. It's time to select your winning number. Good luck to you. Your winning multi-X ball for this evening is 3X. Let's recap. Your winning multi-X ball for this evening is 3X. Congratulations, all winners. For Fluid multi-X tickets drawn midday, we had a total prize payout of $75,384 with a total of 900 winners. Congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in next, we got the daily cash flow draw. We'll see you really soon.
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash for Evening Draw for today, Friday, September 29th, 2023. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Kanife Edwards from Morrisseau & Company Limited, Accountants and Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accounting manner, with the game balls with industry standards and in no way stamped with. But this time, sure tickets at hand. It's Daily Cash for more plays, bigger prizes. Let's find what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck to you. Okay, check your tickets. First number this evening is. First number up is 3, second number is 0, third number up. Check your tickets. Third number is 2, fourth file number is also 2. Okay, let's recount those numbers. Numbers on the screen. Check your tickets. First number up is 3, the second 0, third 2, fourth and final is 2. So that's 3, 0, 2, and 2. Congratulations, all winners. For daily cash for tickets on midday, we had a total prize payout of $7,400 with a total of 13 winners. And of course, congratulations to those of you who are part of this payout. Tune in later on for the lotto draw. This evening, we're playing for a jackpot of $202,000. We'll see you then.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3563 for today, Friday, September 29th, 2023. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Kanife Edwards from Morrison Company Limited, accountants and advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner, with the game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. At this time, she will take at hand because we're about to play for a jackpot of $202,000. But first, you're free to get a letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is E as in even. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck to you. First up this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 24, second number is 22, third number up. Third number is 13, followed by 31, the file number is 12. Let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. Check your tickets. First number up is 24, the second 22, third 13, followed by 31, fifth and final is 12. So that's 2, 4, 24, 2, 2, 22, 1, 3, 13, 3, 1, 31, and 1, 2, 12. Your free ticket letter for this evening is E as in even. Congratulations to all the winners. Reminding you this has been Lotto. Play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Blow, keeping you connected.
Have you heard about the new Softweave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softweave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softweave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Raise it high up the ladder, let we set it on fire. A little more calypso, forget the funk and the disco.
Okay, welcome back everyone. It's We Culture. Those of you just joining us, we welcome you. All our friends in the diaspora. Yes, that's the new phrase, the diaspora. No longer overseas and away. That's the correct pronunciation, Reece? Diaspora?
Yeah.
Or diaspora? Which one? Yeah, I have to make sure I get the I have to go and listen Google to make sure I have the pronunciation correct, so that I ain't say the wrong thing and people talk behind my back and say, I'm playing bright and I can't pronounce. You know what I mean? that has happened. So yeah, Doc, coming back to you, man. I think Finley, you there? I think I saw him coming. Yeah, well. So yes, Doc, before the break, I say my thing and you pick me up.
No, I just wanted to justify because you're saying it is the day we are liberated. But if we are liberated, like from who, from what, or not that can't see that happening on the
from a system, evil system.
Godfrey, is the same people that were fighting it, the same perpetrators of the system, were the same. It was an internal fight. It was not a new group. It was not no group of counter-revolutionaries that came in and liberated, the place. It was the same internal group, and it lasted a whole maybe 6 days thereafter. So if the 19th is coming as being the day of liberation, I find that quite confused. So when on the 20th, we have a new reign, a new a peaceful atmosphere started taking place in the country, or the system itself was dismantled?
No, liberation could take a process. It can be a process. When slavery, what is the date they give for slavery, for the end of slavery? And they give you a date sometime in August in 1830 something or whenever. And all after that, people still are slave, It took a lot of years before it was finally, and I still figure you have a bit that's still going on, But people say we're free. So to put it in the context, then let's say October 19th was the start of liberation. That sound better?
Yeah.
That sound better, Doc?
We will disagree on that one.
I have no problem with that, but there is something I'm going on with me great. Well, I'm holding on to. Finley, hey. No, you have to stop that kind of thing. Let me put something straight to you. Let me make you understand something. Now, all of us respect you. You is the best calypsonian in Grenada. You have the most strong. You have all kind of thing. You never come last. You come low. You never come last. But you have a certain amount of thing in guys. So. And we respect that, and we can't take that from you because none of us can sing. But don't try to take Reece little props from her for coming later. That is cheating. Leave her.
Yeah, well, unavoidably, I was late. The thing is that I have a regional organization that we are hosting. We are having a regional meeting on tomorrow at Radisson, so I'm preparing basically for it. So you see, I kind of wearing more than one hat. but I must drop in here because I kind of anticipated what I was going to speak about, but you don't look as though that I was going to speak about.
No, Doc just open. You know, tonight we're talking about issues, all kind of things, PKML. So Doc just opened on October 19th, and I chose something there, and he don't agree. I tell him October 19th was Liberation Day, and he don't agree.
Can he be a very ruthless self as a custom? He make me say 619. He make me say that.
He make you say that.
He might make me say that.
Yeah. So Doc, you agree that October 19th was Liberation Day?
No,
it's not the most bloodiest time in our history, and so my point is, I believe it should be seen and maybe memorialized like that. And I don't believe, in my mind, when we mourn, it should be a day for serious reflection and mourning. Because I don't believe anything has happened so tragic in that part of the world within the last 100 years as what happened October the 19th in Grenada. We shook the world. We shook the entire world with that activity that took place on October the 19th. It was such a disappointing thing for blacks all over the world that was fighting for their own liberation, and Grenada was a symbol of hope. So we dashed the hope of many persons, many people, as far back as all the way in South Africa in particular, where we were basically looked unfavorable, and the fight against the apartheid system was kind of hinged on Grenada has made advance, and they can do it too. So he dashed the hope about the ability of our people to stay the course. And because it was an internal fight, not an invasion, not from a next set of people, it really create havoc in the mind of a lot of people. So I don't see it as a liberation. I see it as it really dashed the dreams and the aspiration of the freedom fighters between the US, England, or in South Africa, as they were looking at Grenada for some kind of real hope. So
you're suggesting that all in 2018, all in 2014 and things, we are doing morning, when that day come, Doc, we have to stop that. So how long we go mourn for?
So let me ask you something, Scott. Yeah.
How long we go reflect and mourn for?
All right, so let me answer the question now. You want me to answer it?
Yeah.
How long should we continue celebrating Christmas?
How long we should continue celebrating Christmas?
Yeah.
We're celebrating Christmas, but you tell me you have to reflect and mourn. Reflect and mourn. And joy and happiness and things. Joy and happiness and things easy, you know. Reflect and mourn real hard. How long you will reflect and mourn for?
Okay, so let me bring it closer to home. Just recently, there was a proposal that came our way to see if we could heighten the activity of August the 1st, because that was the day, the Emancipation Day. And so there is a series of questions now going on in terms of our need to look again and pay more homage to August the 1st day, when it was claimed that we were free from slavery. Right. Now, you know how much years that is. So you're looking at. So I'm just saying, those are significant.
Doc, you're a hypocrite. Let me tell you why you're a hypocrite. You like too much hypocrisy. No, you are a man. A set of people, I think it's 2 years ago, play a set of jab behind a dead person. And you come here and justify it?
You're not a dead person?
Yes, they go and bury a dead person and they play jab, man black. That time to reflect on morning.
A wicked job.
Man eating smoke. And you come here and justify it, you would have killed me and got free. But no, you come and say, October 19th, we can't celebrate anything, we can't do nothing, we want to reflect on morning. You see how you're hypocrite?
No, I don't agree with your. I don't agree with your analysis at all, because you don't
remember that guy.
Oh, I remember. So you're telling me to forget that then? I can't forget that.
No, but Doc, seriously, if you think, for example, of let's say Memorial Day in the United States, for example.
Okay.
Memorial Day is a day to me that was set aside, and you have Veterans Day in America too. Memorial Day was set aside to reflect on the people who Americans say, quote unquote, the brave men and women who have lost their lives and so on. So it's a solemn kind of observation. Yet,
right.
Americans observe it with parties, with barbecue, going on the beach, picnic, with family, and this kind of thing. And then that's how they observe Memorial Day.
So I agree.
So nobody, you can't justify to me that for entire day, 24 hours, I mean, you could have a little reflect and moon, and then you could have something, but whole day you're reflecting and moon, whole day.
Well, you know,
easy to reflect and moon for a whole day.
So scholar, when I say reflect,
and therefore, what I expect the celebration committee or whoever what put this thing, how they put this thing, that they will segment it, compartmentalize the thing, and maybe in the morning or whatever, they have a solemn kind of observance, and then it scales up. So by night time, we move into like a happy hour, which is right down Grenada's alley. That's how we actually celebrate. Sad thing, you know. We go with the sadness first, we go and then we break into the happy hour. That's cultural. So they are actually following a cultural template. And I expect that is what they will do. They will start off with a solemn thing, kind of thing, and then break into a more lively kind of whatnot. And me, I see no problem with that.
I think you have added some other component to what we were discussing now. The question was not about whether we should celebrate. I don't think we reached that part. The question on the table was when Godfrey mentioned is the day of liberation, and that was a change. You understand? It was not. Godfrey saw it as the day of liberation. It was not whether we should have a celebration or study celebration of the 50th anniversary or not. That was not the topic. So I don't want to be mistaken or misquoted as saying that was not where the discussion was going. The discussion basically, I was challenging Godfrey on the fact that you cannot justify October 19th being a day of liberation. So I posed to him the question, liberate from who? And from what? If that happened on the 19th. So basically, that is what was on the table. Okay, sir? Mr. Lakecoma?
He's still in the office, you know. He's still waiting for you benching, but you get it on.
Reece, you're frozen. It seems on the screen. You hearing us?
I don't know. Like, I'm having internet issues, it seems, because every now and then you guys look frozen as well.
Right, yeah.
But you're hearing me at least?
Yeah, we're hearing you well.
Let's see if we can rectify that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But before we move on to something else, you haven't had your say on the October 19th.
Oh, I haven't.
No.
Well, the thing about it is that I'm all about patriotism, and I believe that October 19th should have been the day that we recognize for whatever reason. I just believe that it should not have been left out. Even if for whatever reason, the 25th was going to be a day of recognizing and all that, we still needed to have October 19th. To me, even more than, because at that point it was internal, it was about us. So that is where I sit. I'm not going to make any arguments about what happened and what didn't happen and how it should be or how it shouldn't be, good, bad, whatever. that day needed to be something that we recognize for whatever it was.
Right. All right. So yeah, Doc, that should take care of October 19th for now, because we have some other issues.
Just point Reece just made I think we had a discussion that some time ago, if it's last year before, and I made that similar point that we agree that October 19th should be the main holiday or the holiday. If you have to choose between one or the other, I supported October the 19th, because the justification is that it was our doing, and we are the only ones that can liberate ourselves. So that had to be our doing. In order to recognize that day, and so we should celebrate it or look at it as celebrate it as a holiday. So I agree with that.
We are the ones that will liberate ourselves.
Yeah, we are the only ones that will liberate ourselves. Nobody can.
Yeah, Finley.
I kind of was late, so I really do a puzzle now. What really are you talking about?
Listen, let me move on. I think we have.
Let me move on to the topic. He go understand.
No. Hold on.
Okay, let me tell you what I said. Let me tell you what I said.
I'm going out and come back in. Okay, I'm going out and come back in.
No, I said, as far as I am concerned, October 19th should be a holiday, because as far as I'm concerned, that was Liberation Day for Grenada. That is my opinion on it. That is my contention. And Doc, take me up.
Well, I don't take the argument to a narrow kind of thing. I mean, in other words, Doc agree that October 19th should be a holiday, and you agree the same thing?
Well, that's what I said, but Doc, I think, well, ask Doc.
Because if Doc agree, what you agree to? I thought somebody.
I think the issue that Doc had has to do with the word liberation. Is how he sees the word liberation. That's why I just asked him if we had to liberate ourselves.
Because the thing I was thinking is that for a long time now in We Culture, we have been clamoring for October 19th to be the holiday, and we said that they should have this heroes thing and what. So in actual fact, it's just as though they listen us with what they do. So I don't know. You and Godfrey, you and Doc, you fight up everything.
The main contention was the word liberation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there ain't no big contention.
I mean,
no, there ain't no big contention. You see, because my thing is that liberation is not liberation from what? It's liberation to who? Because liberation is something that happens to somebody. That's how it is. Sometimes you might feel you free me and you don't free me. And that's the truth. If I don't feel you free me, you don't free me.
but even so, as I mentioned to Doc, that in its liberation in itself is not just a day. That can take years sometime. I mean, it could be the start of a process, and it takes time. Like slavery, I mentioned him, they give us a date for when slavery ended, but slavery didn't end that day. It went on, and eventually more and more people. Yeah, definitely. So I think we good there. We good there.
We good there.
Yeah. But we have a lot of other issues in recent times. There was a lot of clamoring. Money was offered for different things. Finley, you should take that one.
Which one?
The one where they offer money to find people and all kind of thing about who killed who and who didn't kill who and who accused Grenada, and now the same set of people want apology from. But all kind of tie up thing, eh? Well, that is something that needs liberation as far as I'm concerned. That is an issue that needs liberation.
I don't find anything tied up. No, the truth is that, you see, the world and Grenada included, because we are susceptible sometimes to foreign cultures and so on. The world has become such that topics and subjects like this is kind of like a taboo kind of thing. right? So this whole thing just took wings here when we heard that there was this murder of this gentleman, and lo and behold, people took to Facebook and so on to say that it was they had the word they was used, homophobia, and it's because of homophobia that he was killed. It was a hate crime, and yada yada yada. I mean, our good friend who sometimes contributes to us here, Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob was the first time I knew something was wrong was when I saw Dr. Bob posting and crying down Grenadian and saying, oh, how Grenadian bad and Grenadian homophobic and they kill man because they're gay and all this kind of thing. And so I wonder about that in my head because I know for a fact from experience with culture, Grenadians, no, let's say for sure that like a lot of other countries, we just warming into this kind of thing. I think it's cultural penetration and the world moving in a certain direction. But culturally, we had never accepted this, right? And I believe it is more of a cultural thing than anything else. Now, people who have tried to infuse this thing have tried to infuse biblical thing and talk about Judah and me and whatnot. Trust me, I grew up and just the other day, not long, I know what Judah and me say. Me not know Judah and me. Honestly, I know what Judah and me say. So it never occurred to me when I was growing up that this was wrong because of Judah and me. I never knew that, and I'm sure most Grenadians never knew that. Neither did we know that this was illegal, that it was on the books in law, and it was illegal. We didn't know that.
Still is on the books.
We never knew that. That's not how we made judgments of this. The judgment to me that we made of this is cultural, because in our culture, things that are unnatural, that are not osmotic, those are things that we frown upon, right? And we do not accept. Culturally, that's how it has been. Because Godfrey, let me tell you the simplest manifestation of this. Sex between opposites. It is something that we applaud. That's something that from generation to generation in our culture, that's what we knew. So man and woman having sex, good. However, a man and a woman can't go and say they're having sex in public. We're treating it in the same way as how we're treating this gay thing and thing, you know. Because it's unnatural and it's not asthmatic. Because sex in our culture is something that has to happen in the bedroom. Not in the public. Remember a few years ago, a guy and a girl, or I don't know, was on a boat or something, and they say it was a bell. Yes, what he did.
I remember that.
And this thing make a whole thing in Grenada.
Yes.
That's what we don't care about. No Judah and landing. It's not asthmatic to us in the culture, and that's what we think. However, and that's where the cultural lens is. Regardless of this, man in public and woman in public, or whatever gay thing, I mean, we grew up with this, but we don't kill people for that.
No, we don't.
In our culture, we don't do that. And so it was startling to me when I see people like Dr. Bob and them, and really and truly Dr. Bob and them was an apology. When the men there and they're beating up Grenadians about, oh, we think, and it's a hate crime. And after all is said and done, lo and behold, it was a love crime. It was not a hate crime.
You know, I want to strengthen your point about how is it that we don't go down that road. I remember a fisherman's birthday. You know, fisherman's birthday in Guelph is not just about a day, there's a build-up. So it was a weekend, and there was a lot of people just coming into Guelph. And I remember there was this tall, dark guy with dreads in a white jacket and pants, all the chunks and everything. And that guy was liming with his friends. He's not from Guelph, by the roadside. And here comes down, I'm not going to call him, this guy who is considered gay. And he's gay in the flamboyant kind of way, not the down low, the walk, the talk, you know, that kind of thing. And he's coming on the road as he usually does. And apparently, you know, he's looking, because a lot of people in Guelph. So he's looking, and that guy in the white felt like offended because he watched him. And he decided that he wanted to beat him, right? He decided that he wanted to beat him. I don't know that guy from where. I don't even know if he was Grenadian. And he looked like, you know, somebody that came from maybe walking on a boat or foreign. Anyways, I remember when he started going on like that, the shop that he was drinking in, the owner, who, as most people in Grenada think that gay is unnatural or whatever it is, right? He came out of that shop and he said, hit him. You hit him. And I'm saying this to say that even if we might have our differences and our opinions and all that, you see, when it comes to abuse and kill and this thing and them, the majority of us not going down that road. We're not going down that road. No. At that point, it's about a human being. He from Guelph was it, and that was it. Nobody don't come in Guelph and hit nobody. He didn't care whether he gay, straight, he whatever. But nobody coming in Guelph and hit anybody. So no.
But
I hate crime.
To me, and you know, the reaction of people then, just in a way showed how reactive we can be. Because I mean, there were so many calls for the police to finish with the investigation, and some people, they just couldn't care less. The investigation, I mean, you even heard remarks to the effect that, well, is because it's big people involved, they started casting remarks on big people in society. And so because it was big people, then the investigation might be not open, may not be transparent, and all of that. And of course, monies were offered, 100,000 by somebody who ought to know better. And I mean, my thing,
all those insinuations.
My thing is that $100 should be given to the police to assist them in beefing up their processes in solving cases and investigations. And I'm calling on those people. But the woman that was crying and making all kind of mouth dancing, all kind of thing, and having demonstration all about. Where is her now? Has she apologized to Grenadians yet?
Actually, to me, everybody has gone silent. Everybody
shame. Everybody just gone. When in the meantime, you throw us stain on poor Grenada, run Grenada down, as though we some kind of, you know.
Yeah, because there were all these talks of international organizations being tagged, and you know, gay rights and all of that. That the spotlight was really on us as this, you know, hating, gay hating, human being hating. Like, you know, we don't even have the simple value for life. You know, we were really pounded on, and I agree. I mean, and some of the people who are doing this are people that other people look up to. They consider their opinions as credible, and I mean, some of them, to me, they're like ambassadorial. So how could we have that happening? And you know, if now you find out that you were wrong and look at what you have done, I think you should come forward and be big enough and say, well, I was wrong. And going forward, not judge like that.
Come out and give a doctor's apology. Come out and give a doctor's apology.
That's right. That's right.
Give a doctor's apology.
I serious about this thing, man.
No, of course.
Because we talk about her, you know, I mean, my finger used to itch me to type thing. I say, bye, I don't know this thing.
Yes.
So let me leave it alone. But
let the police do their job.
I was confident that I knew Grenadians, I know our culture, I know what Grenadians will kill people for. And I knew for a fact that this was not one. It's just not one.
No, if
it has never happened.
No, definitely.
And we kill it with tongue. We kill it with tongue.
Yeah, oh no, of course. If you see, I think
more than tongue.
there are many of us who probably don't understand ourselves. They don't understand our people, and they are very reactive, as I said earlier. So everything they jump, and they just gone. Guys, let's get people involved. We have the telephone line is going. Let's go to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello. Yes, good evening, caller.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
I like your topics. I just want to make two comments.
Yes.
Firstly, on the October 19th thing, my position has always been that if you have to have one holiday, then it should fall, if it's one holiday, it should fall somewhere between the 19th and the 25th. Because you have 7 days there, and you could choose if it's the Friday or the Monday, within those 7 days to have one holiday. Or you can have two holidays, one for the 19th, one for the 25th. The 19th to me would be what I would call Martyrs Day, right? Because that is what actually happened, and that's what you remember. And then the 25th could be some other thing. So that was my first comment. The second thing I wanted to say was, in terms of the death of the gay man, yes, the people who spread the rumors, they need to come out and publicly apologize. But I want you to know there are still people in Grenada who still believe those rumors and are saying that, oh, the arrest of the people they know is just to scapegoat somebody. Right? That the person who has been arrested is just a scapegoat, and that you have other people involved still. No, I don't believe it. I've always said, wait until you see what happened with the police. But I know that there are people who still believe what I would call that propaganda. Thank you.
Okay.
And I hope they would stop.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. All right, guys. Well, maybe scholar. If you have people that still believe that, then now we could bring in Scotland Yard. What is it?
Well, the truth is that they got well, I guess because there is another slant to the thing. Scotland Yard was called for, which is so uncultural. I mean, the amount of crime we have, we still have crimes here that Apple and up to now never solved it. I mean, that's a fact.
Well, you have to, man, what? You have to start somewhere, man. And let me start now with this country.
So it was very,
we have to start somewhere.
Hold on. It was very unnatural for people calling for Scotland Yard. But secondly, what the guys, this scholar just said is true. It's still have people who paint this thing as some conspiracy that somebody taking the fall
for somebody else.
Now these people, they first of all, they're wicked, they're vindictive, they're bad. They mind tear up as block only.
And they won't give up.
But added to this, they watching too much a movie and things.
Yes.
This is not better called
Lifetime.
Too much
TikTok.
Too much TikTok. Wherever a grade of man that's taking foul for man. This doesn't we culture. Man taking foul for man. That is the movie. That is not here.
The closest thing I've seen somebody taking fall for whatever, it has to be like a mother taking fall for a son, a child, some underage child or something like that. I don't see that happening.
Let me tell you, the closest fall they taking for that is to hear they go and say, the boy was such a nice child, he was a good boy, then he fall, but to go, you don't go further than that. You're not going further than that.
Okay, let me put a spin on that. I listen to you folks, guys. You know, as it relates to the culture of Grenada, Grenadians are not individualistic fighters or revengers. Meaning, there are so many persons that did things, and they're walking scot-free in Grenada. Grenada doesn't take on those personal crimes. No, you could have something between two persons, we have something, but somebody taking on as a vigilante group against a special group of people, that don't happen. And let me just go back to a classical case. I mean, way back in the early colonial days, when you know, those colonialists used to do a series of wrong things. They still work the night. They still work, and nobody used to be vigilante executing them. There was a classical case after the same October event when the group of 17 came out, and the question was, can they walk the streets of Grenada? Would they be killed? And lo and behold, I mean, Grenadians usually does not take that the law into the hand and be vigilante group. Grenadians usually would do collective action. And I was making the point one time with you know, a conversation with a Jamaican brethren, and showing that Grenadians always tend to want a kind of collective action to right a wrong, rather than have vigilante group in the background trying to execute people for one thing or the other. I think Scala didn't go deep enough when he said we have a level of tolerance, and in the village we always live with these people. We don't support their lifestyle, but we don't look for them in the night to stone them, or to bust their head, or to cut them. We don't. That is not in almost every village. We know or we suspect of someone you know, showcasing that kind of lifestyle. And they walk free, they ride the bus, they go all about, they do what they have to do. One of Grenadians susu here and they susu there in a corner. But in terms of having vigilante group to say execute these people and them in some dark street, that doesn't happen.
No,
that has not happened.
That's not.
We don't know what time now. I mean, this has been going on for years, and we live with these people. We don't accept their lifestyle, but we live with them and we tolerate them. So it is uncultural of us to want to be, you know, take on a vigilante group, and because somebody has that lifestyle. It's unfortunate that, you know, so much influential people would join in the rah-rah-rah and damage the character of Grenada. Because I will tell you something, if somebody goes outside there and say, oh, the whole Livingston for thieving a sheep or so, and you know, and after the next month the person come and apologize, half of the people they only hear thief the sheep now, because they don't hear the apology, because the bad thing has a long life, you know, time.
But you see too, you have to realize now, a couple of weeks ago, we've had plans to deal with the topic of TV, and you know, we had planned to approach that, because that kind of TV thing, it goes deeper with women. You understand? It goes deeper with women. So it's kind of TV thing, that girl thing. You understand? And the most right now, what we're going to say, I mean, with the latest slangs, what Grenadians go say about something like that, and people who are gay or whatever, is they have to stop that. And that is it. End that story.
I hear all you call three names of people who y'all are not happy with how they handle the situation. How many were males and how many were females?
Reece,
I want to know.
Reece had to stop that. Reece had to stop that too. Scholar answer. Scholar.
2 males and 1 female.
Scholar mo.
No.
Scholar mo.
So women like TV, but all of us fund and fuel the TV.
No, you don't understand. Scholar, you the king. You are what crown. I call you talk. You call Kate Reece for me, please. She know, man. She know.
Mr. Man, I don't think it's part in your Reece thing.
Don't make it make you step into.
Godfrey, don't have colors, no, because
yeah. Let me take a call.
Let me tell you guys, I have to leave in a return.
So So let me take this call before you leave. Let's go to the telephone.
And people.
We Culture, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I wanted to make a comment.
Can you turn the volume of your device down and listen on your telephone? Please.
The voice is not so high anyway.
No, either your television is too loud or your radio, so you need to turn that down.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Please, yes, thanks. Yes, thank you.
Right, go ahead now. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just want to say, first of all, that October 19th, 1983 was liberation in hindsight. The particular day was of terror and uncertainty of the future. I was in St. George's. I worked in Canteen, and we heard about the liberation of Maurice Bishop from up on the hill there. And I remembered that one of my colleagues who was at the same institution, he bent down his head, and you could have seen the terror on his face. And when we reached over, a friend and I, in the capital, we saw people coming down from the hill, and we said to ourselves, my God, it looks as if they have freed Maurice Bishop. And then a couple of minutes after, we saw people coming up bloodied. And what we did, we began to run for our lives up to Green Bridge. And we got a ride up to the rural area. It was not a day of liberation. It's only in hindsight, when things happen later on, you saw. So to me, October 19th is a day of serious and deep reflection of what has happened in our country. So don't say it's a day of liberation. It was not. It's only as we look back, we can begin to say that. And even October 25th, that wasn't so sure about. People was in terror when the jets and things kept flying over the place. Did you see people diving for cover under houses and so on? That's a serious thing, you know. No, don't laugh. I saw it myself.
That's thing to laugh at.
I saw it myself. That's nothing to laugh at. So you better look again at what you're saying, eh? Please.
All right, go
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, brother? Yeah.
Godfrey.
You know, that's the thing about us in Grenada. We have the right to say how we feel, but other people don't say that. Well, why? That's what we call Cheto. Let's go back to the telephone. Hold on.
Go back to the telephone.
We Culture, good evening.
Hey, good evening, guys. Nice topic tonight. Good evening, everyone. You know, I love what you guys are talking about, but whatever you say, whatever is discussing, I say Miss Reece is right. I back Miss Reece 100%. She's correct. 100%. She knows what she's talking about. Good night, guys. Nice topic. Keep it up.
All right. Thank you, caller. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, Finley, go.
I usually make the center okay.
No. I mean, you are saying something just now. Go ahead after the previous caller.
The truth is that I can't lend me voice to nothing about this liberation thing because I wasn't there. I don't know what I was saying, and I don't think it makes myself shame already. I don't say nothing.
I guess it's how it's perceived. You understand? So, you know, that's the thing. People have their.
So we have not. In other words, we have not discussed whether or not October 19th should be the start of the 50th anniversary. Because I think that's where the issue is.
But
than this liberation thing, where are you reaching that?
But it's not just there. It's part of the issue. Because for those who believe that that day should be a holiday where there's this recognition about what happened 30-something years ago. They are saying too that the launch of the 50th should not be part of that. It should not interfere. This have all this solemnity, and it should be a standalone, and it's like we are trying to water down or forget October 19th by having this celebration launch on that date.
Let's go back to the telephone. We have a caller. We Culture, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Can you turn the volume of your TV or your radio down, please, caller?
Yes, thank you. There's no standalone issue.
Caller, can you turn the volume of your...
I have done it.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no standalone issue. All are interconnected. You cannot separate one from the other, like you separate goats and sheep. They all move together. And that is what you have to think about. While you think about celebration, you also think about reflection and introspection. They all go together. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. All right.
You go to the line. Let's take care. Is that you can do that same thing anytime in October if you so want to. But I believe October 19 is a special case. And when you link the launch of the 50th anniversary, I think a strong case must be made. Not that it cannot be made, but a strong case should be made why it is justified to launch the 50th anniversary. I kept my cool for a while, but I still have not been able to get that justification to show that one connection. That what happened on October the 19th is a build-up to or start off the celebration of the 50th anniversary. Okay. I find it difficult to make that connection.
You see, Doc,
in addition to what you're saying, it is the first time we are actually having that date as a holiday. First time. Right. And on that first occasion, we did not choose to, go to the groups who are normally recognizing that day, doing the trip on the fort and, laying the wreath and all that. We didn't look at enhancing that or making it more nationalistic. So it's no longer about that small group, but about, more inclusive. So I think that is why some of the people who have traditionally done that pilgrimage, for want of a better word, where October 19th is concerned, it's like for the first time you're actually saying, yes, this should be the holiday, and you are not necessarily doing it our way. You are putting something that, as you say, is not necessarily, I mean, there is a connection, but it's not like, okay, it's 40 years of since the October 19th and we're celebrating our 40th. So you make a connection. It's not even like that. They're connected in a way, but they're not. They're more not than they are.
And I think it would have been important, since that is the first holiday, to focus on what is the justification for it now being considered as a holiday. And that justification is not clear enough. Are we bombarding people with the information, what happened on October the 19th, and why there is a need for reflection, why there is a need for us not to learn, take a page.
But Doc, quickly, just to interject, what are we reflecting on, really?
What we reflecting on?
What are we reflecting on?
And I cannot recall that the head of state and several of these ministers are gone now. This is a very unprecedented event.
Right.
Well, hold on. Just secondly, the other part about it is that what would cause brethren and sisters from a group, from an entire government, to turn guns on each other or to use violence? All those kind of questions is very instructive for us to discuss those kind of questions. And there are a lot of lessons to be learned by just, saying, well, That is not the way for us to solve an issue. These are the ideologies that govern. We have to learn to maybe strengthen our democracy or plurality in democracy, where we should be more tolerant of divergent views, etc. Because the outcome can be if we look at one story, one narrative, and that is the only narrative, then it can lead to those kind of events. So I think there's a lot of lessons that can be learned by the October 19th.
But you see, Doc, let me tell you, here is my thing on it. And let me, a lot of people don't agree with my views, but I'll tell you, this October 19th holiday, I think we narrowing it down to the killing of the then Prime Minister and some of his cabinet ministers and some of the people who died on the fort. I think we're narrowing it down to that. In my opinion, this is wrong. No, I am not saying that consideration should not be given to the actual events of October 19th. But we have to remember, this thing was not the start of something. It was the end. The whole... You see, let me tell you, a lot of people, in politics, so to speak, you have people who are for and you have people who are against, right? You have people who benefit and you have people who suffer. People who benefit would always say Ray. People who suffer, they would say Nene. And so you cannot, or we cannot just narrow this thing down to what happened October 19th. It started way before that. There were people, the whole system, and the reason why October 19th happened was clearly there were contentions within the ranks of the hierarchy. So it did not just start and end there. It started before that, and it ended on October 19th. And this is my justification and my reasoning for saying that October 19th is liberation, because it was the end of a number of things that started the erosion of a revolution. It started long before October 19th.
Godfrey, what you are saying, what you are saying, I don't think anyone is disputing the opinions or how you look at it and all of that.
I'm talking about the reflection. We seem to be right.
And that's the question you ask. We seem to be. The question you ask is like, what are we reflecting on? And we are reflecting on all of what you just said there.
Well, that's what I'm not sure. You see, and this is why. No, this is why I'm asking, because you listen, people, and a lot of the argument and the statements surround the death of Doc. Just said, never ever was a leader gunned down, but there were people who suffered during the 3.5 years or the 4 years, and I am saying, I am saying the reflection has to be from way back, not just October 19th.
And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay, because and that is what it is, It's not about when it started, when it didn't start, when it ended, what happened, whether it's liberation, whether it's not about that. Is that everything that you are saying here and what has not been said needs to be reflected on. And there are a lot of things that I could think about as well that can be showcased, done, reflected on, conversations that can be encouraged, and whatever, for October 19th. And on top of that, the third thing is that it is the first time that it is being acknowledged, being placed as a holiday. The first time.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No, I listen to all this, and I am surprised that 30 how much years have passed since October 19th, and we have never ever reflected on nothing. What happened? Until they say it's a holiday, and then we go have to start to reflect. So it means that some way, somehow, we are devoid of reflection. And the holiday now was called, so now people have to start to reflect. Nonsense. We have been reflecting forever on this thing. All kind of thing happen. All kind of thing we have reflected. And all kind of thing. Now, the truth is that it does not in any way. The two are not mutually exclusive, and that's what I've been trying to tell you from the jump. In other words, you have an entire day, how much hours you could break it up, compartmentalize it. How long people have to reflect for? So you had to tell me you have to reflect for 24 hours. Let me reflect and reflect and reflect.
Well, you see scholar. You see scholar. You see, here's the thing.
But hold on. But here is what. I can guarantee you. You see, just as how there are events, for example, that make happy, and because it may be insignificant events, but if you could align it to something significant, then you remember it better. So, for example, I remember exactly what happened, where I was, how I felt on the day I hear the plane and them go in the World Trade Center. I remember in that good. Yeah, no, simply because there is an antecedent. There is something that helps me to remember, something dramatic. I can guarantee you that in 30 years or how much from now, you will remember the first year we said October 19th is a holiday. You'll never forget it. You know why you don't forget it? Because it coincided with the 50th year of our independence and we celebrate it. You ain't forgetting that.
I don't think that's the only reason why I would remember that. The fact that it's the first time, the fact that it took 40 years for it to happen is enough for me to remember it. And there's a point that you made earlier about how we celebrate it. Like, yeah, I don't have a problem if we decide we fet later and we start solemn as you would have explained earlier. I have no problems with that. I have no problem. But I'm saying the reason why some people would. Yes. Yes, sir.
But that's the whole thing, and that I guess is a gradient thing. I believe I listen to things, and I find them people lay out how they think in the day. I ain't find they lay out that yet.
No.
So how will you know? Because are you doing just as though from the jump since the cock crow in the morning? Like how you are see those one jab. Jab going on Black Road and do thing and whatnot. Then people and say what they're doing. So I believe that them people, I credit Wendy Crawford. I have a lot of respect for Wendy Crawford and these people and them. These people and them know what they're doing. These people and them ain't go just have an all and out celebration. There will be a time to reflect. They will make the link. They are going to make the link. Mark my words. And all you just...
You know what? No, it's not all you. Just as how you missed the point because you were late. No, hold on. Just as how you missed the point because you were late earlier, so you're missing the point. No, I, Reece Sam, is not saying that the link may not be made, whatever. The first thing I said it was that I am trying to tell you why is it that some people would have issues with that. I didn't tell you I have an issue with it. I was telling you why some people who believe and whatever to do with October 19th. I was giving you the points, but you didn't. You just as how you come in hot and sweaty, so you're just getting on bad.
Reece, how you know is that some people think they tell you that?
Yes. Yes. This is something that was conversed about right here.
Is he about that? You guys start that.
Let me take a call. Let me take a call. We Culture, good evening. Hello. Yeah, good evening, caller.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, the first thing is that I really don't care what a holiday is for. Once I get a holiday, I good. So that is the first part of it. The second thing I want to address is that this program in particular is a cultural program, and culture normally reflects history. I know there's this argument of whether it's a Liberation Day or which is a Liberation Day, and all those things, which should be the holiday, etc. I think the more important thing is that no one has ever made a real effort to find out what really happened. So before we start thinking about what day it is it a Liberation Day or if it's a Reflection Day and all that, we arguing about this, but no one is really considering what actually happened, because the majority of us don't know exactly what happened in particular the 19th. So that to me should be one of the focuses of whatever celebration or whatever recognition or whatever reflection you're doing. The second thing is an observation of mine, that normally history is written by the winners and the losers, and that's so in all cases. I for example, don't believe the Caribs jump over the cliff themselves in Sotes. I'm not one of the believers, because it would have been the victors, not the victims, who had the chance to write the history. Right? What I'm worried about is that over the past years, and I'll extend it a little bit, over the past years, I've been hearing when people speak to, let us say, Morris Bishop or Eric Matthew Geary, based on who is speaking, you would probably think that these people are also angels like we had on the beach last week, because people only speak of them in glowing terms, right? And in my own view, right? I'm really sad for the younger people, because sometimes I'm in situations where I hear people who are not there, too young or whatever, speak to those persons. So you might hear, and I'm picking on you, the presenters tonight. So you might hear Doc, who might speak to Morris Bishop as if he was one of the angels. And that you might hear Godfrey, who might be leaning towards the not liking the Bishop, speak to Geary as if he was an angel. And I think that is dangerous, because it has corrupted. I sit from that because I was here, there, I'm old enough to be there, and old enough to be, at the time, conscious and probably, don't let me say wise enough, but observant enough, right? That when you hear discussions on those politicians, and I will even include Blaze in it, right? The politicians of the up to the 90s, right? I really wonder who he's speaking of. So I think that we should more concentrate on the history and the real history, rather than just what people's biases make them like, dislike, or feel. Probably you could do a program the next couple of weeks which might delve into that, what these people were really like, and going further back than the revolution, but going back to Geary, Blaze, the revolution. That probably could be interesting. Sorry for staying that long. Thank you.
Thank you, Gola. Thank you very much indeed. All right, 435-2041. Yeah, Doc. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to say something, because I think Scala is alluding that, if the reflection was supposed to be going on, and all of a sudden only now people want to reflect. The only reason why it becomes recognized as a holiday is because of the clamoring call. So people always wanted that. It didn't just immediately just come out from nowhere, and then because the authorities decide it's a holiday, then people wanted it for reflection. So I don't think so. To me, it is not a matter of having respect or disrespect for those people that are, trying to coin those two activities on the same day. But the general public, also have their own voice, their own views as to what they want. And I think that is why we are discussing that here. But I I strongly believe that we have not given this thing enough attention. As we would say, I agree to that because of the force here to zero in. And let us look at what really caused that. What are some of the lessons we can learn from that? Because that was extremely tragic. What can we learn from that? So I just wanted to say that.
Right. Let's go back to the telephone.
And we haven't taken any Facebook comments.
We're going to come to that. We Culture, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, caller.
As much as you are talking about issues, I have one of questions for all the panel, all the people on the panel there.
Sure, go ahead.
How, if the people came to rescue and you're celebrating on the 19th to 25th is Thanksgiving, what about a child who's in Anglican high school, right? She's putting on her ribbons and bows and bubbles walking down to Anglican high school. How is it that they rescued children on the beach, right? That's their children, American children. What about the rescue for a child who's having sex with a married couple with a bus driver and putting on bubbles and bows and ribbons Monday morning? What about that issue?
I'm not sure I understand.
But you're dealing with issues and you're talking about rescuing on October 19th.
No, I'm trying to understand.
And at that period,
I'm trying to understand
child would have been in a Anglican high school uniform. So a child cannot be having sex with a man, more than a married couple with a bus driver and putting on bubbles and bows and ribbons Monday morning, you understand? She was being picked up by a bus driver on Sunday. Monday morning, she's putting on her bubbles and ribbons and bows. All the other Grenadians and obviously the people who came into Grenada to save Grenada, how is it that issue is not being addressed? Or how would you address that issue? I should ask.
To me that is a simple that's a matter for the police. Where there are laws against that. If you can't have a child based on, and if I understand you well, if that is the case, whoever picked up should be picked up. I mean, simple as that.
Who should be picked up?
Who picked up the child? I mean, if I understand what you're saying.
Okay, but you see, that's clearly, because clearly, forward, all Grenadians love forward ever, backward never. Mm-hmm. So if the child is in a situation where that she was kept back with everything, and she made a report to the police officer, how is it she needs to deal with that? If you go to a lawyer, the lawyer is saying that is a matter for the police. So if you go to the police, you're not getting your report addressed. So my question is, dealing with issues, you're dealing with that era. That's why I'm asking you the question. Why is it that they rescued their children, and you all obviously had issues with children in Grenada? So you are celebrating on the 19th. What exactly are you celebrating the 19th and on the 25th, Thanksgiving and things like that? You understand what I'm saying? What exactly are we celebrating? The public holiday and the issues about what? Because on the 25th is Thanksgiving Day, October 25th, they celebrated it was a holiday. And now it's on the 19th. The whole of Grenada like forward ever, backward never. They love that slogan. Even the new Mitchell Prime Minister used that slogan during his campaign. You understand? So I'm trying to, you're dealing with issues, so I'm throwing out that issue with people.
Okay.
With your panel and probably the listeners.
All right.
All right?
Yeah, thank you. All right. So, Reece, let's take some Facebook comments. You're right, we haven't taken any since we started.
Okay. I don't know if it's my internet service, but they're not quite a lot. Because most people saying good evening. We have Alexandra saying good night all. I really agree with Ree. This is something you all really need to do. Take the show on the road at least one time. Let community be engaged in the program. Then we had Lenore saying, Scholar, you're so true with your explanation. If some of you remember Natasha when he first come on the scene. Veronica is saying, they all silent now. Tyler said nothing. Yvette said nothing. Jillian is saying the most infuriating thing is the perpetrator was found and everybody has gone silent. They only wanted an excuse to play victim. Veronica is saying, laughing out loud, Scotland Yard getting popular in Grenada. Lenore is saying too much American TV. And then we have Yulene is saying, I agree with you, Godfrey. They offer $100,000, so they should give it to the RGPF. It comes like they were telling lies about offering the money, and they should also come out and apologize for their derogative statements towards Grenada or Grenadians. Veronica is saying some men love TV too. Yeah, we have 3 on the show. Jillian is saying, I agree, October 19th, 1983 was the scariest day of my life, yet I live with the scars. We have Lenore saying, I was not in Grenada on October 19th and the media was not as today. And we got news of the happening on replay and I still cannot get the real truth of that day. Marcus is saying, jealous is the cause of everything. Joy Styles is saying, so it is first time October 19 is a public holiday. She's asking, in the past, was anything mentioned about what happened on that memorable day? Some people are too complacent. Veronica is saying, what is she talking about? A child being abused and on October 19th and October 19th? Joy Styles is also saying, what the heck is this caller talking about? Bus drivers and children with ribbons going to school has nothing to do with this topic. Ronnie saying, start or end, it is not the issue. On October 19, 1983, people took the day off from work and took matters in their hands on what was a national emergency. It wrote the next chapter of Grenada's history and should be recognized in the strongest way. And we have Sharon Lord saying, caller, say what you want to say and stop going around the bushes.
All right. Let me see if
by the way, Susan is on Facebook, eh?
Yeah?
Yes. Susan is on Facebook and Susan minding people's business on Facebook, but guess what? She don't accepting no friend requests, basically. Don't do she daughter. She don't accepting that friend request from. But she don't all people's business on Facebook. Oh, I get it, so I sell it, eh?
All right, 4352041. Well, it's we're getting close to wrap up. But let me ask Doc. So we're gonna have 2 holidays, right? That's as far as I understand. The 19th and then the 25th. But what? So well, Scholar was right because I don't think they've outlined anything. I'm just thinking about them. So they are going to definitely put things in place for October 19th, but October 25th. What are we actually celebrating? What's the holiday for then? I mean, it said Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for what?
Well, you want me to justify or you want me to say what?
No, just your thoughts on it. I mean,
for some people it was Liberation Day. For some people it's a time when they were freed from the tyranny of the revolution. And so remember what was happening during that.
Well, it wouldn't be the revolution; it would be the RMC.
Well, the RMC are the one that claimed that they were the revolutionaries. They refer to Bishop as a reactionary at some time. They say, for matter of fact, in this thing they call him petty bourgeois, and he was not this bishop has not been revolutionary. So it was the culmination of that period. They are the one that claim they were the architect and the strategies, going way back on who gave the call for the True Blue barrack attack. So they are the ones that call themselves revolutionaries. So I think for a lot of people, and the 3,000 and so individuals that were imprisoned during the reign of the 4.5 years, it was a day for they got freed from prison and from the oppressive system that they were being governed under. So that is what the 25th is in the mind of a lot of people is about.
You see, and that's the thing, you sort of it's a little confusing now, because I'm very interested to hear what is going to be rolled out for the October 19th holiday. I mean, what you've said.
The thing I heard was Martyrs Day. I think that was pronouncement was made. If I were to be corrected, I think it's Martyrs Day, and that statement was made in Parliament.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
All right. So
it was a day to celebrate the death of martyrs. I guess knowing your general thinking, I guess you would not agree with that.
Well, I want to know who or what is a martyr? Because I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But anyway, my views on this whole thing don't count. So I wouldn't push it. I wouldn't push it. But let's take our final call, and then we go to wrap. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir.
You're trying to know the matter and you never punk Coco then. Have a good night.
All right. Well, yeah. Nobody peso. Nobody peso. Right? Right. So guys, we basically out of time. I think Scholars left us because he did say he had to run out to do some stuff. So Reece, we don't have any more comments on Facebook, do we? I don't think. I don't have anything on the WhatsApp platform. In fact, my WhatsApp platform seems to be malfunctioning. I don't know what is the cause of it.
We have no, we have none.
Right. So let's take a few minutes just to wrap, and just put things in perspective a bit. So Reece, we start with you.
Right. So tonight we basically dealt with two issues, and I think that justified issues. The first one to do with the whole October 19th thing. I agree. I have faith, and I agree with Scholar in terms of the rollout of what's going to happen on the day. I'm sure much significance would be placed on the day, as well as the plans for the launch. And remember, it's a launch of the 50th anniversary celebrations. But I would also add that, when people hear things and they speak up about it, it is also a good thing because they are lending a voice, they are contributing to, how things turn out. And sometimes we sit in rooms and we discuss things, we plan things, and, a passerby gives us an idea or questions something about what we're doing that have us rethinking stuff. So it's quite okay for people to comment on what they hear without knowing the full story of what we are going to witness come on the day. So that to me is quite fine. The other issue, I agree. There are some people who need to apologize to us about what happened in the case of John T's death.
So we just wrap it up.
Yeah, well, Godfrey need to say something.
But if he's not saying something, that means we get cut off.
Yeah. They're seeing the video, but there's no audio, of course.
Guys, sorry, I apologize. Apparently, we just we lost power there for a moment. So Reece, we actually did not. Quite a bit of what you said did not go off. Did not go on air. We lost power. Yeah, we lost power, folks.
Okay,
so I do apologize for that. Yes, please.
I was basically saying that, we're a very forgiving people when it comes to the Jaunty issue. We are very forgiving people, and most of us are in the mode where we are empathizing with both families, parents, the ones who have lost Jaunty, and of course the side who has a relationship with the accuser, right? The person who has the person who has come forward. We are going to go about our lives. If the person does time after, they are going to be integrated into our society. Some of us are going to choose to remember what he did, and some of us are going to move on, because that is just who we are as a people. We are very forgiving, and we are quicker to move on and see the other side, of the story. That's just who we are. And when it comes to the whole October 19th, I was saying that I believe that the persons who are in charge of organizing for that day and all of that, I believe that they know what they're about. I believe that they are going to incorporate things, and I don't think the sanctity of the day, for want of a better word, is going to be removed or overshadowed. I just believe that it is a launch, because this is a real topical issue here. It is a launch. It is not execution of the celebrations. It is a launch of the celebration. So I believe that everything is going to go well. Everything is going to happen as it should. And that's basically it. You can't do something twice the same way. So that's my comments.
All right. Godfrey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Now, someone just sent a WhatsApp, and they were saying that there were some people from the committee who wasn't to the point, and they said that it is going to be Heroes Day, and they did outline some of the things that was going to happen. I guess maybe some of us missed it, but I'm sure more will be said about it. Yeah. So, Doc, yes, you can go and.
I was saying that I actually went to the Parliament, the budget presentation earlier this week, and I recognize that we have squandered a lot of the nation resources in the construction of what I call the Parliament building. I mean, this is a place where we are expected to conduct the nation, at the nation business at the highest level. And the sitting arrangement for the parliamentarians is extremely cramped. I don't know if you have been there, Reece, but it's extremely cramped. As far as I can see, everybody have to be sitting on those chairs, and they're very, very close to each other. And I don't understand why a building like that had to be constructed to do that kind of business. So I just thought I know that. As it relates to the 19th, even. I personally wish that a different day was selected to launch the 50th anniversary, because I believe that by itself is big enough, is meaningful enough, for us as a people, and it demands, it deserves its own day, one day, a special day for the launch of the 50th anniversary, where we're going to rule all the program and not be competing with any other activity on that day. So I believe the launch of the 50th anniversary has its own day. So I believe that. I also believe, because of the first time of the 40th anniversary of October 19th, I believe that will deserve its own day, where we're going to reflect on and look deep within us as to what caused that, and bring the nation up to speed about the many different angles that led to such a devastation, such a tragedy. So I believe both events, there are enough days going around in 1 month and in the year for us to have chosen 2 separate days for those 2 separate events, and by themselves they should stand alone. I cannot, as of now, I trust that the thinking of the organizers, they are reputable people. I have a lot of respect for them, but I cannot be bought. I have not been bought on the rationale for putting those 2 days together, because each one is standalone and big enough and does not need a next company. So that is my take on that.
Right, thank you. Guys, I just quickly, on the previous issue with the death of the gentleman, I want to join other people as well to call on some of the people who are calling hate crimes and bad mouthing Grenada to come out, be men if you can, and women if you can, and make a public apology to Grenada. I also want to call on Mr. Perry to donate the $100,000 to the Royal Grenada Police Force to assist them. A lot was made out of it. I think the police force was placed under a lot of pressure, in some instances based on a lot that was said, which eventually turned out to be not true. They were put under a lot of pressure. They came through. They did not need the Scotland Yard. They came through. They did what they had to do. So I believe it's only fair that they be rewarded in a manner that would help to enhance their work. $100,000 can help the police force significantly with their forensic investigation and all sorts of things. So give them the money. They could handle it. According to the Prime Minister, show them the money. Yeah? And the police force should not be timid in asking for the money. That's the word of the PM. We PM say that, Yeah, we PM say that. Show us the money. We small, but we have a small police force, but we can handle 1,100, but we can handle the money. Give us the money. And as it relates to the October 19th, I do believe that that holiday was long overdue for more than one reasons, and I think it's quite fitting that October 19th be a holiday. Just to switch gears a bit quickly, I just want to remind the people, with all the heat waves that we've experiencing, climate change is very real, and we need to take action. We need to do what we're supposed to do. So thank you guys for staying with us tonight. Thank you for your contribution, your comments, everything. We're looking forward to being back next Friday to continue We Culture. Do have a great weekend. All the best. Good night.
Last night, the incident happened.
A little more limbo, a little more shango. Finally greasy pole, and we don't dance round the maple. Raise it high up the ladder, let we set it on fire. A little more